In today's video, I will teach you class 10 biology. So welcome students. The today's topic is life processes. This is the first chapter of biology in class 10. What does the term life means? The term life means the molecular movement inside the body of the organism, what we have discussed in the last class. Today I will give you the definition of life processes. What do you mean by life processes? The process which together perform the maintenance job of the living organism is known as life processes. Now, what are these maintenance jobs which the body performs? The maintenance job which the body performs is metabolism. Now, what is metabolism? Metabolism itself is made up of two words, that is catabolism and anabolism. You all must be knowing what do we mean by catabolism. The term catabolism can be simply said as breaking of any substance. Like if you eat a food, any carbonic food, it is broken and glucose is formed from that. So when the food is broken, when your cells die, these all processes are known as catabolism. And on the other hand, what is anabolism? It is just the opposite of catabolism, anabolism. What do we mean by anabolism? Anabolism means forming of any substance, like birth of new RBC, formation of proteins from amino acids, formation of DNA. These all can become the example of anabolism. So students, in the life, what do we mean by life processes? So the life process is the process together which perform the maintenance job. And what are the maintenance job? The metabolism, which is regularly going, it's a continuous process going inside the organism's body. Because if anything breaks, then new things are formed. Fine. Now, what are the different maintenance jobs which we perform or which any living organisms perform? So these are of 8 types. Now, how to remember these 8 types? So there's a shortcut which I will tell you that how to remember these 8 types of maintenance job. You can easily remember it by a shortcut, Mrs. Grant, MRSGRENT. So it is Mrs. Grant. From the term Mrs. Grant, you can learn the 8 life processes which we perform inside our body. From M, it stands movement. From R, it stands respiration. From S, it stands sensitivity. From G, it stands growth. From R, it stands reproduction. From E, it stands excretion. From M, it stands nutrition. And from T, it stands transportation. So these all are the 8 life processes which occurs and which is a continuous process in the organism's body. Here you can see that movement, it is a very important part of the life process, because only due to movement one can have mate, one can have food, one can have shelter. Respiration, there is also very important, as you must be knowing that there is a difference between respiration and breathing. Breathing is the physical external process, while respiration is the internal cellular process. Okay, chemical internal cellular process. It occurs in cell. In respiration, there is oxidation of foods. So it is oxidation of food is also very necessary, as it provides energy for the happening of various life activities. Now, sensitivity, change in climate, demand of anything which comes from inside the body. Okay, if there is a change in climate, we have to run from there, or we have to be there, or there is a demand of anything, you have to touch, you have to stand, you have been pricked. Okay, so sensitivity is very important. Now next is growth. We all grow, then we die. Okay, so this cycle is also very necessary. Next, reproduction. If anyone dies, then how to sustain their species population? So it is by reproduction. Next is excretion, because when we are doing respiration, when we are doing nutrition, at that time we produce many harmful poisonous products, so they should be removed. And nutrition is also important, because from here we get the raw material for all the above processes. And last is transportation, because we are not able to take in oxygen, give out carbon dioxide, or circulate our food by the process of diffusion or osmosis. We cannot do. So a transportation is the process which helps in the various parts. Transportation is the process which helps in the transportation of carbon dioxide, oxygen, glucose, these all things, plus hormones and various other substances also. So in next class we will go with the nutrition topic, but in the same chapter we will also go with the transportation, respiration and excretion also. So in the next chapter we will go with the term nutrition. Till then you can revise it from your book. Thank you.